Hey guys, welcome back to the Piston Show. I'm Casey Dillon, and in this video I want to tell you about the new Ford Ranger XLT. Now this sits below the XLT Plus and right above the entry-level Ford Ranger XL. It's priced at 124,888, which means that it's over 60,000 ringgit cheaper than the top of the line Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So what is it that you get if you choose to get the Ford Ranger XLT? So I'm going to tell you exactly what you get, what you don't get in this video. But before that, as usual, a word from our sponsor. I know there are many different brands of fuels out there. You can either get it right where it works for life, or you can get it incredibly wrong. And that's where BH Petrol and its Infinity RON 95 and RON 97 Euro 4M are different from the rest. How is it different, you may ask? Well, BH Petrol uses the latest generation German additives to provide the perfect support for modern engines. This additive is specially formulated to work with modern engines. It's designed to keep your fuel injectors clean and to prevent them from blocking up. Besides that, the Infinity RON 95 and Infinity RON 97 Euro 4M fuels also have enhanced corrosion inhibitors. These range of petrols also reduce friction between the piston and the engine walls. This translates into reduced energy loss, giving you instant and consistent fuel savings. And that is why you will never go wrong with BH Petrol's Infinity RON 95 and RON 97 Euro 4M. It is the right choice. Now the XLT is actually quite impressive because it sits right above the entry-level XL. The XLT Plus is always going to be compared to the top-of-the-line Wildtrak. So the XLT, well, usually people do not have very high expectations for it, simply because, hey, it's the second entry-level model, right? So if you have that mentality, you'll realize that the XLT actually has a lot of toys. Let's start with the design. So obviously, still that C-clamp headlights, a lot of chrome, but it loses out on all the sensors that you get around the car. However, it uses a rear view camera to make parking a lot easier. Around the side, you get 17-inch wheels. Again, a lot of chrome. Of course, you lose out on blind spot monitor as well as the 360-degree camera, which even the XLT Plus does not have. And then you come towards the back. Obviously, just like the XLT Plus, you lose out on that side step, which is for now just reserved for the Wildtrak as well as the Raptor. Of course, you get that reposition absorber that sits outside of the chassis to give you a more car-like feel for the driver and passenger, so it gives it a more comfortable interior. Towards the back, you get your regular halogen tail lamps. The headlights too, well, those are LEDs. And you get the third brake light that is integrated into the rear door. However, as you saw me struggling, you do not get that easy lift tailgate. So this is actually quite heavy. So you can see just how eager it is to drop. Whoa. So it's actually quite heavy, yeah, this. Now towards the cargo bed is, well, basically the same capacity as the previous models. It's still 50 millimeters wider because the new generation Ranger is 50 millimeters longer with the repositioned wheels, and it's 50 millimeters wider as well, even though it uses that same T6 platform, which even the Wildtrak does. Since we are at the back here, you get this auxiliary power unit, which is quite impressive, but you lose out on that third power socket, the 3-pin power socket that is only available on the Wildtrak. Whoa! It's quite heavy, guys, honestly. So yeah, let's go check out the interior. As for the interior, well, it's somewhat similar to the XLT Plus, okay? But rather than that gloss grey, you still get that gloss grey, but you do not get that twin glove box anymore. That is just reserved for the Wildtrak, but you do get this additional storage space over here. You do not get those retractable cup holders, and you get fabric seats just like in the XLT Plus. However, over here you get, unlike the Wildtrak, you still get this 10-inch vertical screen. So this gives you access to Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the works, which is actually quite impressive for the XLT. You also get this wireless key charge pad. Over here, Type-C slots, Type-A slots, USB slots, and wow, you actually get quite a lot of features for the money. You also get this 8-inch digital meter panel right here. Did I say impressive? Very impressive. You also get cruise control. You get quite a lot of stuff actually, but this is not adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is just for the Wildtrak. Now, let's go check out the back seats. So just like the XLT Plus, again, like I mentioned, fabric seats. You get individual air condition vents, and you get cup holders back here. So not much, but 124,888. It's quite a lot actually that you're getting. So very fun, very impressive. Let's go check out the powertrain. So unlike the XLT Plus, the XLT is also powered by a 2-liter turbocharged engine. However, this uses a single turbocharger as compared to the XLT Plus, which is bi-turbo. So what this ultimately gives you is reduced power. This gives you 170 PS and 405 Newton meters of torque. There's also one major difference, is that this engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, whereas the XLT Plus is mated to a 10-speed gearbox. But this is a tried and tested powertrain, and if you are looking for something that is comfortable and yet a workhorse at the same time, the Ranger XLT might be up there, should be up there on your consideration list. So in the XLT, well, you still get a lot of toys, which just means that for the asking price, you're actually getting quite a lot of value for the money. So when it comes to the interior, it's actually it's identical to the more expensive XLT Plus. Now keep in mind, as I said, that this is just sits slightly above the entry-level XL model. But SIMW Auto Connection, which is the dealer distributor for Ford cars in Malaysia, has done an excellent job in making sure that you get a lot of value for the amount of money that you're spending, because even for the entry-level XL, you're still getting things like wireless Apple CarPlay, as well as wireless Android if you're so inclined. But when was the last time that you saw or you've heard of any car maker out there that has offered things like a wireless charge pad, Type-C, Type-A USB slots, wireless Apple CarPlay, vertical 10-inch touchscreen? Guys, Ford has done it again. They have changed the game. They've upped the... man, seriously, it's such a nice car to be in. It's just unbelievable. And I cannot believe that for 124,888 you're getting all of this, which just means that makes it a no-brainer that the Ford Ranger XLT, or rather the XLT Plus, or even the Wildtrak, if you can afford it, that these are the trucks to have once again. Okay, there's no active noise cancellation, but do you hear anything from the world outside? It's noisy now, but when you put the window up, you hardly hear anything outside. So refinement is great. But the big thing about the XLT, the biggest difference is the powertrain. So 2-liter turbocharged single turbo, 6-speed gearbox. So there's a car in front of me right now. I can't decide where he wants to go, but in a few minutes he should be out of my way. And it's actually not bad. Of course, the XLT Plus with its 2-liter twin turbo, bi-turbo in Ford lingo, 10-speed gearbox is just phenomenal. But in this, guys, even in single turbo form, 6-speed gearbox, it's just not as urgent, but it's good enough already to go about your daily business. 407 Newton meters of torque is actually plenty, especially if you want to tow stuff, you want to carry stuff around. If you're looking for a workhorse, guys, this checks all the boxes. Nice comfortable interior, well built interior, everything feels very nice. You know, you get top-notch entertainment, bros. So what else would you want in a pickup truck? Tell me in the comment section below. So again, for 124,888, you're actually getting quite a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to the Ford Ranger XLT. It may not have as much power, but it definitely has almost as much toys as the Ford Ranger XLT Plus. Thank you for watching. This is the Piston Show. I'm Keshi Dillon. As usual, do consider subscribing.